Alright, so in this video we are going to be talking about comments. What are comments and how do we make them on PHP? Now, let's go ahead and open our code editor, and I'm going to use this file here called blank.php. You should have it there. If not, just make it. Let's do a save as, and let's call this comments. Alright, save. Alright, perfect. So what are comments on PHP? Very simple. We have comments if you've done HTML, and I am assuming that you have because you are watching this course. So we're gonna open up a PHP tag and let's do some comments. Comments are very useful because when we write code, especially when our code starts getting big, and you might not see this right now because you don't know much about PHP. But once you start coding a lot more, you're gonna notice that it's gonna be very easy for you to write 100 lines of code without you even realizing that you did. And sometimes we write functions, we make programs, little programs that do things. And later on in 2 or 3 months, you might forget what they do, and you might forget why you created that. We need to document that. We need to actually write it down somewhere, and comments helps us keep that reference to that specific function there on that file, even though you need to document your stuff outside the program. But if you make some comments, it gives you a better idea on what you did a couple months back, and it gives the next developer or the programmer a better idea on what the function does. All right, so for example, let's say I create a, I don't know, let's say an echo. I'm not gonna go and create a function here because we're not there yet. But for example, I create an echo that says hello student, and this is a string, by the way. All right, so this says hello student, very easy. Now I want to write something here. For example, let's just imagine this is like 100 lines there, and I'm just gonna put forward slash and say this function below displays text, and just to give an example. All right, so this is a comment here, and we do this, and of course in HTML we do it like this. We just greater than, less than, and then the greater than right here, and this will be a comment very similar to HTML. It's just that we use a forward slash. All right, that's this is one single line comment with a forward slash. You can make, and if I write some words here, this is the second line. You see that is writing in white. My co-editor is actually making this white. The reason is because it's not commented. You see, this only does one line here. So in order for me to comment this, we have to put a forward slash in there also again. All right, so if you have more than one line of code, what you need to do is put a forward slash in the number 8. You got an asterisk. That symbol there is going, if you don't close it, if you leave it open, this is opening, forward slash in the asterisk is gonna comment everything below. We need to close it before we get to the code that we want to see. So we put asterisk again and forward slash, and that's just gonna turn it off. All right, it's gonna turn off that comment, and right now we can display our functions. So this is a multi-line comment. All right, this little forward slash and the little asterisk symbol there, and then the asterisk and the forward slash, we close it there. That's a multi-line. This is a one line. I'm just gonna leave it here so you can reference to it. Comment, and it's multi-line. I'm just gonna leave it like this, and this is for your exercise files. All right, so very useful to do this. You can comment code also. All right, as you can see, forward slash code that you don't want it to execute on this browser. So if we go to the browser right now, the only thing you're gonna see is hello student. You're not gonna see this code, just like HTML. All right, once you comment something, the browser doesn't even see it. Right click on it, inspect element. We don't even see the comments in there. You see on the right side here? Nothing. All right. So anyway, that's how we create single line comments and multi-line comments in PHP. Hopefully you this show you a couple things here. All right. So let's continue with the next lecture. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.